Now, as Ryan, Trenton, and Sean grab your attention towards the world of sports, food, and entertainment, and away from the things that are probably more important, we apologize for nothing and anything that may be spoken, learned, or forgotten today. This is the Real Tree Shaker Show. All right.
Yeah.
So, guys, we've got a little Green Day talk. We've had a little fantasy football talk. We've even talked some hoops. Wow.
I know, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Right.
don't careful. Make sure you stretch. Or where's your copper tone?
Right.
Where's your copper
I
tone
just
elbow
tweaked
brace?
Just tweaked back, so I want to be stuck like this for a while.
Right.
All right. So, what?
All
All right.
Get that
So with this special edition of the RTS show, we're not really going to change much other than the view. But like we said earlier, this is the halfway point of the NFL season.
Yeah.
Sad is what it is.
Sad, unbelievable, shocking.
Gets me sad.
Yeah, I get bummed. Honestly, when it ends, I get bummed.
I mean, Sundays are just so much fun.
I agree. Like your best friend, moving away or something like that. You're just, I got nothing else to look at.
I know, right? I get sad. Yeah, it's disappointing
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
guys,
I try to take.
let's get started. Rapid fire for week 10. Last week, to recap, Ryan 9-5. Me and Trenton both went 10-4. So yeah. So
I hadn't done a 10 spot in a minute. It's been a few weeks.
He's been on fire the last 2 weeks.
I had a 10 spot the other
way. You had 11.
I know.
No, that was 3 weeks ago. So, but since you're 3-10, 11-5, and 10-4, so you're bouncing back.
Is that me?
Yeah. So you're up to now 55% correct on your guesses, and Ryan and I are actually tied now at 63%. So we are trending up, gentlemen. We are trending up.
That's good.
So as much as we talked just a second ago about looking forward to football, on Thursday, we get to look forward to the 1-7 Panthers traveling to Chicago to take on the 2-7 Bears. 3.5-point favorite for the Bears. And by the way, these odds are
over-under on this game?
39. These odds are provided by Fox
I would
Sports.
put it at 28 like the Rutgers-Iowa game.
I was going to say like 29, 30.
Which game scores more? This game or Rutgers-Iowa?
I mean,
that's the bet we need to take.
This game.
I'm going to go Rutgers-Iowa.
Dude, what's the last... look at those last few totals in that game. Those games, they've been low. I'm talking like a 19 to 3 game.
What do you think this one's going to be?
I think there'll be some points scored somehow.
Oh, Justin Fields comes back.
No, he's not playing.
They ruled him out.
They say he's doubtful. They say if he's doubtful.
Okay,
he's playing tomorrow.
So it'll be Badgett again.
I think they'll move. I think they'll score some points. Like I could say like a 21-20 game somehow. I don't know how necessarily.
Who are you picking?
Man, I have to take the Bears in this one.
Go Bears.
Like, I think if the Panthers were playing at home, I'd give it to them.
Yeah,
but I think Thielen's going to come back with a little bit of a better fantasy game for sure for the folk out there. DJ Chark is not playing, from what I'm understanding, but Bryce got to look better than he has in the last couple weeks. He's not that bad, and if he is this bad, then we'll see it.
Yeah, kind of wonder if the Panthers regret not taking Stroud.
I was going to ask that.
The way he's been performing this year. It's like, a little buyer's remorse there.
He's just so small, Bryce Young. He's so tiny.
Yeah, I mean,
and it's just like...
So is Drew Brees. So is Russell Wilson, and they won Super Bowls.
Hey, but again, I'm going to say...
Not every under 6-foot quarterback is going to be Drew Brees. Or,
Yeah, but at the same time, they could be if they had a better run game. They've had a great offensive line the last few years, and Chuba's not a bad running back, but they're playing from behind so much that it's putting the ball too much into his hands, I think. So, and that's where I think possibly his size could come into play. So.
Well, if any offense they could stop, it'd be the Bears this week. Although Khalil Herbert's coming back, so we'll see how that goes.
Foreman playing against his former team too.
Like a little revenge
game.
True.
Badgett hasn't played terrible. DJ Moore also a revenge game. So
True.
So I got to take the Bears there for sure. Like I said, I mean, I could see a 21-20 game, something like that. But
All right.
I like the Bears.
Go Bears.
18-16.
18 to 16.
Bunch of field goals, man.
Start Eddie Pinero, and that's also a revenge game for him.
I know, right?
And surprise him remember.
I know, right? Who's the Bears kicker? I don't even remember.
You got me, man. You couldn't.
Why can I not
Santos.
think of who knows? Yeah,
Cairo Santos.
Santos
Yep.
is still there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think they can just get it done with just, I don't think their defense has played horrible either. I think at home they'll play a lot better too. So just a real low-scoring game. Some mistakes will be made, but hopefully Al Michaels can stay awake for it. So we'll see.
That's
But
hilarious.
I like the Bears.
That is hilarious. I like the Bears as well. It's a 20-17 game. All right, next game.
I like those defenses might score.
Yeah, let's not even talk anymore about
Yeah,
that game,
next
please.
game. All
Goes to sleep.
right. We should just do next game after this one too. All right, just kidding. We have the Colts and the Pats in Frankfurt for the last of the international games for the year. The Colts open up as 1.5-point favorites.
Wow. They said the Colts open up as a 1.5 point.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the Colts on this one. Like, I think the Pats are a mess. I don't and have not really seen and watched a whole lot of what's going on since I'm a big fan of the red zone. I just kind of catch their highlights. I know they can move the ball at times. They did over the weekend against the Mandos, but man, if you're going to struggle against a team that just gave up two of their best defensive players and not really go in there and do much against them, especially on the run game, I mean, the Colts have shown that they're bad on defense at times, but they show they can make plays. So I think Minshew mania carries over across seas and goes and pees in Belichick's great nuts. So.
Not Raisin Bran?
I got it first.
I know, right? I'm like, damn.
Pumpkin spice, Raisin Bran.
I know, right?
What was your score, team?
What was your score in the game?
Score, my bad. I'm sorry. Man, give me a 24-17 game.
Something tells me that the Patriots are going to win this game. I don't know what it is. I just feel like Belichick is going to have them ready. I don't want to pick them, but I am. I am just because something in my gut tells me that they're going to just find a way to win somehow. Man,
it's hard not to think that way.
Yeah, I know. Ramondre had a nice long run on Sunday, which, give him more than 8 rushes a game too if he's going to do that. So
yeah, he could have done. He could have
done a lot more, and they just kind of, there's a one long run. We're giving up on you now.
He could have done a couple of 2 less of those runs, and you know what I'm saying. I would have won.
But yeah, I think somehow they find a way. Which that helps you out because you know they won't be in that discussion for a quarterback. So, I like the Patriots. Man, I'm going to go low too. I'm going to go 23-21.
I have the Pats as well, and I think I have it at 21-20. Next game. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Just kidding. All right, now we got the Browns at 5-3. Deshaun Watson back? I don't know. Taking on the Ravens at 7-2. Baltimore 6-point favorite at home.
Who is it again?
Browns and Ravens.
Wait, they're 7-point favorites over the Browns.
Yeah,
6-point. Yep.
Ravens defense has been playing damn good against the pass.
They have, man. It's kind of it's a tough call. Since have they played already this year? I feel like they
did. Right, and the Ravens won.
I believe so.
In Cleveland.
Man, I think there's gonna be one of those defensive games. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of points scored. I think the Browns are gonna have to run the ball. Plus, on top of that, Watson hasn't really played well when he's been in there.
Yeah.
And so if you're going to sit there and tell me he's going to have an excellent game against the Ravens defense has been playing really well, I just don't trust it. I don't see it. But I'm thinking 17-13. Yeah, I got to give it to the Ravens. Part of me wants to take the Browns based on their defense and what they've been able to do. But the Ravens are clicking right now. And yeah, I think I'd have to. Yeah, 17-13 Ravens. I think the Browns can keep it close, though.
They played week 4. They played week 4. Baltimore won 28-3.
Yeah, they smoked them. I remember. Man, I like the Ravens too. Their running game's clicking right now. I know the Browns is too, but man, I just they're gonna eliminate the pass from Deshaun Watson. The Ravens will. So I like it a little bit higher scoring. I would say 28-23 Ravens over the Browns. I think it'll keep it close. Divisional game, and I don't think the Browns are going to get smoked again.
I don't think they get smoked again. If they do, it won't shock me completely based on what the Ravens have done over the last couple of weeks. They smoked the Lions and they smoked the Seahawks, which was kind of a surprise on that too. But I don't see them smoking the Browns this time.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. I like the Ravens 20-14. All right.
You like it low scoring too.
Divisional game. Saints at 5-4, traveling to Minnesota, and the Joshua Dobbs Vikings, who are 5-4 as well. Saints 2.5-point favorites.
Tough game.
This one's tough. I mean, I'm gonna take Dobbs and the Vikings based on what we saw last weekend, and it's been a long time. I think I've seen someone go through the process of what he's going through, and I just have to hats and respect to him, man. As just a fan of football, this guy deserves so much credit, and so many teams don't want him or didn't want him. And he's done nothing but compete and then be in there and win. So I think the Saints have a really good defense. They do shut down the pass quite well. Minnesota does play well at home, and I think their defense has been playing a little bit better. And I don't know if that Saints offense has necessarily found its niche. I think they're on their way. But I'm gonna give it 28-24 to the Vikings and Dobbs. I think they can go do something like that. And mad respect to that man too.
Yeah, for sure. I'm a Dobbs fan too. I like to see that dude succeed.
Plus, you're on my fantasy team. And starting this week.
There you go. Hey, he's starting for a lot of people, I know. With all the buys and stuff.
10 rookies started last weekend.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I do like. Yeah,
or 10 backups. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I do like the Saints. They're playing indoors, which is what they're used to. I think it'll be close. I probably have this one more low scoring. I think this one I would go like 20-17 on, or no, I'll go 21-17. Saints over the Vikings. I just think the Saints have clicked enough, and I think their defense has been helping them. I just think they blitz the hell out of Josh Dobbs too, and
I do agree on that.
They'll get him a little rattled. I think he'll have a decent game. I don't think he'll do what he did last game, but he'll do. He won't do enough for the win, but he'll still have a good showing. So, but I like the Saints for the win.
Don't listen to any of that, Dobbs.
I didn't say you could have a fantasy.
I'm on the Saints as well, 28-17. I think Dobbs will play decent, but I think Lattimore shuts down Addison. Hawk's been dealing with a little foot issue, but he'll be in the mix. But I think the Saints offense is starting to click, get on track, and that defense is a top 5 defense. Never really talked about, but the Saints get it right on defense, and I think they take care of it. Sure. Like I said, 28-17. Next game could be the game of the week, guys. Niners off their bye week at 5-3, traveling to Duval County to take on the Jags at 6-2. But the
Both
Niners
teams coming off a bye.
Yep, but the Niners 3-point favorites on the road.
Wow.
Yeah, give me the Jags all day. I just like what they're doing right now. It's tough to think the Niners will this be their fourth game in a row if they do lose that. That's tough to think that they would. But I think it's either they lose this one or if they win this one's where they probably start their streak, I think, and really starting to run. So maybe coming off the bye week, but Jags at home, I feel like you kind of like bless you. I like what they've been doing over the last 4 or 5 games, and I think they're finding what their identity is, and I think they can compete with the Niners and pull this one off. Man, it's Jags, so I'm thinking it's gonna be close, like last second field goal. Give me 24-21 Jags.
This is going to be a good, entertaining game.
I think so.
Real good game. I'm looking forward to it. I like the Niners. Shanahan's 36-16 after a bye week. He's almost at Andy Reid numbers. Real hard to stop. He'll get his team refocused. He knows he has to. They can't go 5-4 in that conference, and they still want the number 1 seed. So I don't see him losing 4 in a row. I can't see that. So, the Jags, I think they played really well. I don't think they play well against good defenses though. They struggle. You saw when they play a good defense, they don't play as well. So I got Niners. I'm going to do like a 30-24.
Ooh, a little shootout.
Niners over the Jags.
Okay.
And I'm with you on all that too, Ryan. Like I mean,
yeah,
it's almost impossible to sit here and imagine the Niners losing 4 in a row and them not coming out.
Yeah,
I think it's just I'm just based on how the NFL's gone.
And it's hard too because it's a cross country trip. So I usually don't like picking teams that have to travel that far.
I feel like they play. I feel like the Niners usually play pretty well out there.
But at least it's from a bye week,
But I do think it's one of those games that could really go either way.
Sure, I agree.
So I don't disagree with you there.
Yeah,
I agree. Just at the end of the result.
Right.
Well, I think they're going to try to keep simple for Purdy, and Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle are going to have big games. So that's why I like the Niners.
Debo comes back too, if I'm not mistaken.
He doesn't do anything. So Debo is really overrated. I'm sorry. He's a good playmaker, but if we had said a bust for fantasy, Debo might have been my top one.
Sure.
He probably would be up there.
Yep. So I like the Niners 26-19. But
okay, I like that number.
Yeah. Texans, fresh off their impressive win in front of our very own Ryan Anderson. We got to witness it.
Don't remind me.
But what a great game. Great game.
It was a good game, though. Probably was game of the week, I would
think.
One of them.
Yep. But they are traveling, guys, to Cincy to take on the team who has probably been playing the best football in the last 3 weeks, the Bengals.
Right.
Bengals 7-point favorites at home.
Over the who?
Over the Texans.
Well, the Texans and Bengals. Ooh. I think I gotta take the Bengals here, but I think this game is gonna be close. The Bengals defense has been playing a lot better, so I don't know if the Texans are going to be able to go in there and wing it like they did. They're not going to go put up no 38 points or whatever it was. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So, but man, I think I have to give the edge to the Bengals. Well, Jamar Chase doesn't play like we were saying. I think does take some of that away from them.
Sure.
But I think getting Irv Smith involved in the tight, was it Sample and Irv Smith both got involved in the tight end situation last week? So I think that's a good thing. So they might be game planning toward that, and even if they can get them going with Boyd and Higgins as well, I think they have the more weapons to at home to beat the Texans. But I think the Texans are going to keep it darn close, man. So Give me a 24-21 game kind of thing. That's what I'm thinking. Bengals. So
Yeah, I like the Bengals too. I think they're rolling right now. I think they'd win without Chase, honestly. I
could see that.
I mean, this ain't the Bucks defense. They have playmakers, Hendrickson, Hubbard. Good corners. They have guys that are making plays, and it's not going to be a 450-yard day for Stroud.
No.
For one, the Texans do not have a running game either, so that's going to hurt them. They can't rely on that at all. You saw what happened when the Bills had no running game on Sunday night. So, I like the Bengals. I'm going to go 34-20.
Putting some numbers up.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Ryan's got the highest score.
Dang, I didn't know Ron Washington was 71. I knew he was up there, but I didn't know he was 71. Yeah. Some dudes around, man. They're up in age.
Yeah, good for Wash, man. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah.
Sorry, side note.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wash.
Thank you, Wash.
Thank you much.
Right.
We're gonna miss you.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss you in Brave Country.
I don't know. I wonder who the third base coach will be, but we'll get to baseball later on.
Sure.
I like that idea.
Get out there.
I like that. Put Frenchie on third.
There you go.
Frenchie on third. All right. I like the Bengals streak to continue. So I got Cincy 24-20. Packers at 3-5 take their anemic offense on the road to Pittsburgh to take on another anemic offense. The weirdest 5-3 team in the league, the Steelers.
Yeah.
But Steelers open up at -3 at home.
I gotta take the Steelers in this one. I mean, I love the Packers. I got love for them for family and stuff like that. So, but they're having a bad year. They're struggling really bad. And Pittsburgh's defense is legit. You're going into Pittsburgh, and George Pickens is mad. So I can see Pickens having a big game.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. It's going to be a get-right game for him.
I think he's gonna. I think he gets right. I think he scores a touchdown. That being said, I think the score is, I'm going to say 16-3 to the Steelers. So
interesting.
I mean, I think the offense can score a touchdown. And I think possibly the defense might get one.
Sure.
And there might be a safety or a field goal in there somewhere. But yeah, 16-3. Like that, I think the Packers can get down there and maybe like an opening drive, maybe get a field goal.
Yeah,
but that's about it. Until again, prove me wrong. Like give the ball to Aaron Jones and stop screwing around already, and let's figure this out.
For real.
But until they do that, yeah. So
yeah, I like the Steelers too. I don't know if Kenny Pickett's a guy to get the George Pickens get right game in. I don't know. I think Kenny Pickett is like trash quarterback. I would take a lot of guys over him. The Steelers should have traded for Josh Dobbs. Jesus. I mean,
seems like every team on their
like
backup should have.
I know, right? I like the Steelers 20-10. Not much more to say about it.
I think if the Steelers had a better run game established, it would take a lot of load off of Pickett. Maybe he wouldn't have as many bad throws, but man, he just misses wide open.
Maybe make Warren the guy more. Give Warren more carries.
Yeah, there's just no juice.
And he's more explosive. I mean, Najee's been okay. But...
Yeah.
Jesus.
Deontay being back, I don't know. Freiermuth, let's get going. The defense, is just, I don't know. Defense keeps it
all
in.
All the makings are there for it. But
that's why I say, here are your weapons, Kenny Pickett. Yeah. Go do something.
But he's just missed. I mean, he missed Pickens on a wide open slant route. I think over last week, and I mean,
that was a touchdown.
Overthrew him by like 5 yards.
Yeah.
And so it's
C.J. Stroud already has more career passing touchdowns than Kenny Pickett does. So that tells you.
I remember it's crazy.
That tells you what
Pickett
you need
can
to
play.
know.
I don't know what the.
I think
he can play college ball. I think he sucks as
I think he'll be a good career backup once Pittsburgh gets off the loyalty bus and actually goes and gets a franchise quarterback.
I agree.
Which is unfortunate because he came in. It was a kind of nice story, the Pittsburgh dude coming into Pittsburgh, and I mean, I'm all about it, but man, they looked a little rough. So
Very
You don't
rough,
root for people to fail, but it's just a reality that this is the toughest job in all of sports to do.
Very true.
And there's a reason. There's only
if you're not doing something for me now, they're gonna find someone else just like that.
Exactly.
So it's the nature of the business of it.
Yes, and Jordan.
Speaking of old, how old is Hubie Brown?
God, he's got to be in his 80s, right?
To give him some credit, yes. But I like the Steelers, guys. 21-10.
Okay.
21-10.
Pretty close to mine.
Hubie Brown could still break down again. Huh?
Well, you got the Steelers scoring 21 points?
I have it 20-10. Steelers.
I like the idea of a defensive touchdown. So
yeah, I think so too.
Or I could see 7 Chris Boswell field goals. I don't know.
Yeah. Possible.
All right, guys.
Fantasy guys.
Man, he barely got the ball over midfield. You're going to talk about 7 Boswell field goals.
Hey, I mean, too bad it's not indoors. That would help. All right, guys. The Titans at 3-5, traveling to Tampa to take on the Bucks in their heartbreaking loss from last week. And the Bucks are only a point favorite at home.
4-game losing streak too.
Man, oh man.
They were 3-1 at one point.
This one's a tough one. Like, I am going to take the Bucks. I'm going to take the Bucks. I think Levis has a good day. Again, I don't know what all weapons he has outside of Henry and Hopkins. But Bucks going to play better at home. I think they were in it. They were in it last week. They should have shut the door on them, but they didn't.
Yeah,
and I think they can kind of come back and have this is going to be a Mike Evans game, I think, and I think the Bucks pull it off. I'm gonna give them a 23 to 16 game Bucks.
I like that. Well, I had the Bucks too. I am going to pick them this week, so I think the streak does end. I think them being at home will help. You can pass against the Titans. Hopefully they decide to play some defense Sunday. We'll see. I'm hoping they do. But if any team can get you right, it's the Titans. So they're pretty one-dimensional. I do like Mayo Boy doing something against them. I think he'll look all right, but I still like the Bucks. I'm going to go 27-21. Bucks over the Titans.
I'm just so confused of where Derrick Henry is.
He's playing pretty good. He actually is.
Where's his monster game at? Like, where's his stiff?
He's been consistent the whole year.
This is his time of year, though, where it's like, when's it gonna happen? It's just I don't.
Bucks tough team to run against, man. One of the toughest rush.
And I just don't think it's this week. So, but it's coming though. He's gonna have one of his. And if he doesn't, it'd be very disappointing.
Well,
Levis named the starter for the rest of the year too.
He's fifth. Henry's fifth in the league in rushing. But yeah, you're right. He hasn't had the big game. Where it's 200 yards, 3 touchdowns.
He almost had it on Thursday. Remember, he got tripped up.
Yep.
He almost had that 60 or 70 yards.
I was rooting for that.
He got tripped
so
up
bad.
At the very end. I was like, oh, that was it.
I'm just saying, I think it's going to come. It's just I don't like you're saying. I think the Bucks' run defense is good enough to where that's not going to happen this week. It's coming. It's coming.
Get Henry going, and that play action will open up for Mayo Boy to throw it downfield. But I'm going Bucks, and I had the same score as Ryan, 27-21.
Oh, wow.
Nice. All right, guys. Lions off their bye week at 6-2 are traveling to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers, who have evened their record at 4-4. But the Lions, and I think my favorite line of the week, open up as 2.5-point favorites.
Yep, taking them all day. I don't trust the Chargers anymore. Between our prop picks and bets and stuff like that. I think they can go and score. I love Keenan Allen. I thought that was a great reception for his
awesome.
10,000th yard or whichever. That was
10,000
slinging around there like that. But I think the Lions come off a bye week. They're gonna, Gibbs is gonna be involved a lot more. Maybe not a lot more, but
Montgomery back.
Yeah, but still, I don't think they're gonna shy away from Gibbs. I think they saw what he can do. So
I hope.
Montgomery's gonna be the rock, and then Gibbs gonna kind of be the little
thunder and lightning,
kind of thing. So think the Lions going to go in there and take care of business, and I'm thinking 31-20, 31-23. 31-23 to the Lions. I think the Vikings find some offense, but again, I don't trust them anymore. So.
Yeah. I like the Lions too in this game. I think getting Montgomery back is going to help. Definitely they'll keep the time of possession up for sure.
I think St. Brown's a little more healthier too.
Yeah, St. Brown's healthy. Lions are healthy now. Keenan, I think, awesome catch, of course. Here's a question. Keenan, future Hall of Famer or no? Keenan Allen.
I feel like yes.
Borderline. Yeah, I think he is. I think
I like
borderline. It's
the
close.
borderline word or adjective. I think is a really good one.
Okay,
but
Keenan Allen, Julio Jones.
Keenan Allen.
Probably Keenan, but Julio had like 5 or 6 dominant seasons. He was he was top 3 in the league.
But he never scored touchdowns when he was doing that. He had a lot of single digit below, 6, 7 touchdown years. So, but that's a good question. That's a really good question. I think
Sean, that's a good question too, though. Back at you, man.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Both guys,
great
I would take in blue back in their heyday. What was your score, Ryan, for the Lions?
I'm gonna go Lions. Man, I'm similar to T. I like them scoring. You know what? I'm gonna go a little bit lower. I'm gonna say 27-17. Lions over the Chargers.
I like some Justin Herbert. Quentin Johnson, I think, is a bust, I would say.
I mean,
maybe
so far, they're just not you. That's why I don't trust them. Like even Eckler in the game, like he did have some drops on the other night, which stinks. But I don't get it. I don't get it. They're not explosive.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is what I'm trying to say, and that blows my mind a little bit.
Yeah.
So
I'm with you guys. I like the Lions, and I like them to win 28-20, and end the Chargers' little winning streak. So the Falcons at 4-5 are traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals with their franchise quarterback Kyler Murray coming back.
Kyler Murray back.
He is back. Yeah. So
I don't think that he plays a lot, I should say, if he plays the whole game, cool. I just don't expect him to do much. And the Falcons actually have a decent defense. And I'm thinking Heineke's going to go in there and maybe get some stuff done. Hopefully Bijan shows up in this game. But I don't expect a lot going on. So
Josh Dobbs just tore up the Falcons defense.
I know, but that was the last couple drives too. But I don't know. I think the Falcons win this one. Give me 21. Give me 21-13 Falcons.
I like the Falcons in this one too.
Where is Bijan?
Bijan's going to get 100 yards this game. This is going to be his 100-yard game. No, rushing. 100 yards rushing. I think they try to just keep the ball away from him. Kyler, I think, is going to be real rusty. He's going to be cautious. He's not going to be running like he usually does. I mean, it's been, what do they say? It's been 13 months now since he tore it, I believe, or maybe longer. It may have been, I want to say that's what it's been. No, I guess it's been over a year. But anyways, kind of weird that they waited till the last week they could to put him on. So I'm thinking he still has some lingering effects from that, maybe a little bit. But I like Falcons over the Cardinals. I'm going to go 20-16.
2016.
Bijan has 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground.
Yeah, I don't know in this game. There's some not really good matchups this week. So with that, I don't know. I think Kyler's going to be too involved in play Modern Warfare because I think the new one comes out in a couple days.
Yeah.
So I'm with you guys very timidly, but I like Atlanta.
That hand. It's going to go somewhere,
24-13.
The frog.
That's funny.
We're just getting handsy over here.
Ryan is.
Week
Coming
4.
over here.
Murray hasn't played since week 14 of 2022.
What was it? I'm
week
sorry,
14
Sean? What was that?
was the last time caught.
28-14?
No. My score 24-13.
Yeah.
But Kyler Murray
Yeah.
hasn't played since week 14 of last year.
Right.
I feel like it was like week 7 or 8 for some reason. I feel like it was earlier. Yeah.
Same. Because I was like,
It hasn't been a year yet.
Because it was like the injuries were like, it was like boom, boom, and then boom. Like,
Yeah.
it was real quick.
But I'm okay if the Cardinals win from our previous discussion. All right, T, your Manders at 4-5 taking on the Seahawks in Seattle at 5-3. Seattle is a 6-point
country
underdog or favorite. Excuse me.
Favorite.
6.
Yeah, 6, dude.
Ooh, man, this is a tough one. I mean, they went on the road and beat the Patriots, which is kind of shocking. Didn't have to go far to travel necessarily.
Yeah.
But cross country though, and Seattle's a tough place. Ooh, man. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take the Seahawks, unfortunately, in this one. No, you know what? No, I'm not doing it.
Going to Manders.
I'm gonna take my Manders.
Wow. Traveling cross country.
Yeah. I mean,
at least it's a 325 game.
I think they might be playing from behind on most of this game, but I think they can sneak it out though. Like, I mean, Seattle's been decent. I mean, I can't say they're not a good team. I think they are a playoff team though.
Yeah.
They do play better at home. But just something tells me the Manders can go in there and upset them. So give me 27-23 Manders.
Wow.
Late touchdown.
Here's a question for you, Sean. If you could pick a quarterback from this game for your Giants, who would you take right now?
Sam Howell.
Over Geno. What happened to Geno? He was the comeback story of the year last year.
It was last year.
He's
still doing
okay
good. I mean,
7 picks is great, right?
Oh, who hasn't thrown multiple picks?
I know.
I hate that people look at those stats and automatically think the quarterback's
your
not doing
gunslingers have to throw the ball.
$40 million deal a year, right? I'm joking.
No.
I know stats.
Well, Hal is second or tied for first with Mac Jones and Josh Allen for the most interceptions, and Jimmy Garoppolo.
Okay. Wow.
Well, at least he's all alone in the sack department.
True.
Number one sack QB amongst
it's ridiculous.
Leagues.
13
I do like the Hawks.
Wilson.
Wow. I do like the Hawks. I think it's close, though. Like T said, I think it'll be a good close game. I think field goal Ron kicks a field goal instead of going for it, though, at one point in the game, and that's going to be a turning point. So I'm going to go 23-20 Seahawks over the Manders.
And I don't disagree with anything that Ryan just said there, just for the people.
Field goal Ron.
There you go.
Right. Washington's pass defense is terrible. I think that Geno and the boys get on track. I like the Hawks 30-20.
That's where I catch up some ground on you guys.
Yeah,
I know, right?
And then
give me a percentage point.
Never know.
Oh, there it is.
The Giants at 2-7 travel to Dallas to take on the 5-3 Cowboys.
Where's the Danny DeVito soundboard?
Well, here it is.
Rhythm of the slice.
Dallas is a 16-point favorite.
Oh my God.
I have seen it as high as 17.
That's the biggest line of the year, isn't it?
And I'll tell you right now, though, like, part of me doesn't think the Cowboys cover that. every time they are expected to go blow someone out or do something, they don't do it. And so that's where that comes in. But
it's when they're not supposed to do it that they do it, like week 1.
Yeah. And so I don't know. I think
No, I expected that to be a good game. I think we all did.
I just don't. The Giants just don't have enough, and you have Saquon basically.
Giants don't have shit.
They're going to shut him down, unfortunately, and so I mean, I'm sorry to say, but 28-10, Cowboys. Maybe I don't like that. I don't like that
28-10.
I don't like the spread though. But again, that's just. I could see the Giants scoring some points here some way, somehow. I don't know. It's a division game. I'll give them that. But, yeah, I mean, 28-10, unfortunately. I would not bet that spread, though. I just wouldn't.
I'm going to make up some ground and take the – no, I'm just kidding. I like the Cowboys. Man, golly, it sucks, man. I know, right? I'm trying to trade Barkley for pennies on the dollar, man, in fantasy, just because I'm like, his season's toast, man. And, I just no passing game at all. So
I got to rely on too in some leagues. So
yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have to play him because he's Barkley. But man, I like the Cowboys. I do think they cover it. I'm gonna go 30-10. Cowboys over the Giants.
I will say there's part of me deep down inside this big old gut that I have here. I feel like the Giants go in there and sneak away with a win. I don't know what
That'd
it is.
That'd be terrible.
Pick them.
I'm not.
That would be terrible.
They would have Barkley went off.
No.
They just I don't know.
Cowboys own the
I would
Giants.
love to see the Giants win out.
No.
Come on.
We already talked to the scenario.
No.
And we are trying to get Caleb or Drake May. So there's a lot on the line. So
so you're not picking the Giants?
No. I did that week 1, and we know what happened. But Cowboys own the Giants, and until something changes and we can score more than 10 points a game, I got the Cowboys 27-10.
You know what I'll say, though? It's a big test for Dayball. Let's see what he can do.
I agree on
He's supposed to be this offensive genius. Well, use the tools you have, even if it is DeVito.
Yep.
Run the ball more. Be creative. That's what you got to do. If he can't do it with what he has, then maybe he's just not the coach he was last year. I don't know. Maybe he was a one-year wonder. Possible.
Could be.
I mean, I don't ever see them blame him, but they're not scoring points, and that's not all on the players. It's on him too. So
and use what you have there and try
put
to
it on him too. He deserves a lot of the blame, and he's like a savior because he took him to the playoffs last year. But I don't know, man.
I think if they can just not focus so much around Barkley, which I know is their best weapon, but if they can utilize him and then use those other young receivers and stuff like they have in the past or the other previous.
Well, they draft receivers, they just don't draft alphas. They have a bunch of Chiefs receivers on their team. Basically, no number 1 guys, just a bunch of number 2s and 3s, if even 2s.
Yeah.
But either way, they're a mess, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Get an alpha receiver. That's the first thing, too. If you're going to draft Caleb, go out and get in free agency. Get an alpha. Go get DK Metcalf.
No, I'd say T. Higgins would be a nice fit in New York.
Yeah.
I think the Giants have a sour taste from the Kenny Galladay experience. So I could see them taking another wide receiver because they did pick up an extra second-round pick from Seattle for the Leonard Williams trade. So, but
if they're going to draft a quarterback, though, get a receiver for him. If you do that,
Yeah,
I agree.
Okay, so the Giants' last games, right? 6 points, 10, 7, 9.
Who has the worst offense, them or the Raiders?
Well, we just got whooped by the Raiders, so the Giants.
I know. Well, that's the Antonio Pierce effect, though. That was a nice revenge game for him.
Whatever. I don't know. Anyways, speaking of those Raiders, they're going to be hosting the Jets.
That was the segue.
Yeah, Jets at 4-4 off their lackluster showing there on Monday night. Take on the Raiders are at 4-5, guys. But the Jets are a 1.5 point favorite on the road.
Were they in Las Vegas?
This is Sunday Night Football.
Oh,
Can't
wait.
There's not much to really say here, but give me the Raiders right on the Antonio Pierce wave.
Yeah.
16 to 10. I don't know. I don't see the Jets scoring many points. So I don't know. But yeah, Raiders riding that high right now. I'm gonna roll with them.
Man, this is my tough game to pick. You got your pick in, Sean. Go ahead. I'll let you go first. While I still contemplate it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I went back and forth on this one. I just don't trust Zach Wilson. I mean, he didn't play that bad, but the 3 fumbles, I think he's just, he's just obviously not it. So
and he's gonna have Max Crosby after him.
Yeah, that's why I like the Raiders exactly for that. And I like a 20-10 game Raiders.
I just don't see the Jets scoring points. I don't get it. Like, Breece Hall can get loose, sure. He can go to the house at any moment, but Raiders defense up front's been a little bit better than in the last few weeks. And again, I think Antonio Pierce has got that locker room and got that team just.
Yeah, they win there at 500.
Yeah.
So
I like the Raiders too. I'm thinking low scoring, 13-10.
Yeah.
The defensive game of the week. The nice game to put in your prime time there. NFL.
You said that Sunday night game?
Yeah.
There's got to be some flexing. So
there'll be some bull junk in between.
Let's not put Lions and Chargers,
or Niners, Jags.
Let's not put Niners, Jags,
or any other matchup.
I mean, Panthers, Bears. I'm just kidding. All right, in the final game for Monday night,
Giants, Cowboys.
Yeah, we've already discussed that.
You just love poking the bear with him, man. You just poke the bear with that guy.
All right, the Broncos. Let's finish this up. All right, the Broncos at 3-5, going to Buffalo at 5-4. Bills at 7.5 point favorite at home. Is this the game that they have to get right?
Yes.
Or we're just done with Buffalo?
Bills and who again?
Bills and Broncos.
Yeah. They need to go and whoop the Broncos' ass, basically.
What did you have as the line? 7.5? Bills? Okay.
I know the Broncos coming off a bye week and stuff. I'm sure they've gained some confidence. And
that was one of Sean Payton's things too. Coming off a bye, he was always really good too. But
if
this ain't the Saints and Drew Brees,
I just don't think so. And I think Jerry Jeudy, I think, might be dinged up too, if I'm not mistaken. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't trust the Broncos at all. And this is absolutely has got to be a get right game for the Bills, or at least go and have one of those games where they do show they're worthy of being up there.
Right,
so, let's see, Bills, man, give me a 31 to 31 to who are they playing again?
Broncos.
The Broncos. 31-13. Somehow the Broncos find a touchdown. Cortland Sutton or maybe, but the Bills have got to get right though.
Yeah, I like the Bills too. I know we said they might be frauds this year too, but I like them 34-21 over the Broncos. I think they get some nice offensive scoring in. I like Leonard Fournette to do something this week for him. I think they activate him. I think they are. They haven't yet. They haven't decided. But
so once he comes in, I think he helps. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know where. Maybe in the passing game. Because they're sure as heck ain't running the ball. So I don't know.
Maybe he helps them running. I don't know. But I like the Bills.
Maybe that's the thing that they need is to ground and pound, take the pressure off of Allen, tell him to take the cape off. But I think Ryan saw my sheet. I have the Bills at 34-21 as well.
No way.
Yeah,
man.
I do. Look.
Dude, I don't even see it, man. Wow.
Nah, he's got a little drone floating around your place there, man.
You can't see it. little drone I have there.
Oh, well.
Cheater.
Did we pick the exact same games? All me and you did, right?
Uh,
Down the line.
Bucks, Steelers. Yeah, we are exactly the same. So
Yeah, that's what I thought. T only picked like 2, I think.
Oh, a couple different.
You picked the Manders and the. Who
I
else
got
did
the
you pick?
Vikings, I think.
Oh, the
Jags.
Vikings over
He's
the
got the
Saints.
Jags,
Oh, and the Colts
Vikings,
and Pat.
and the Colts.
4.
And the Colts. So yeah, you got
Yeah,
4.
then.
Trying to make up some percentage.
There you go.
man.
There you go.
We all know how that's going to go.
It's either gonna be good or bad, right?
It's going to be bad, probably.
Never know.
Well, with that, guys, Ryan, I know you guys got some stuff to do. Got to hit the town.
Yes,
Got to hit the town.
of course.
So tell these peeps where they can
Yep.
find us.
What do you call it?
You can find us on Facebook, X, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, all under Real Tree Shaker Show. YouTube, of course, yes. You can find us, comment, like, share on all our posts. We love to hear from you guys. Let people know about us. We want to get out there for everyone to listen to. We would love for like Green Day to hear our podcast and invite us backstage while we're there at the concert.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It's not going to happen. Also, please use it for your nap time and other things where you feel like you just need to turn something on and get to
That's
sleep.
absolutely
because
right.
It can be useful in multiple ways.
Yes.
Multiple ways.
Yeah.
And have you know,
Yeah.
thank you to whoever took a listen to us in Germany. That's right.
Thank
So
you. I don't know how to say thank you.
They're watching the NFL. That's what they search for, you know. They found
it was
us.
a town just outside of
So-
Frankfurt. So
See, there you go.
It was.
All right.
I
Hey.
did some research.
Frankfurt.
But yes,
Shout
we
out.
are in 9 states and DC. So you people, come on,
There you
let's
go.
go. Spread the Tree Shakers love. And yes,
Yes.
if you know someone who knows someone of someone who knows someone of the Green Day tour, get us backstage. We'll
Yes.
do a live broadcast. I don't know how good it'll be
Yes.
during the show, but maybe before.
Maybe
or after.
backstage,
Yes.
know. Sure.
So
I don't think
We'll get on the party bus. We're good with that too.
I think there'd be much of a show besides us just sitting there bull junking the whole time. So
Hey,
that's
Wait.
what we do best.
that is correct. So with that, guys, have a fantastic time tonight. Be safe.
yes.
So glad y'all got to see each other in person. One day we'll have a full show together where we're all broadcasting live.
Yes.
But until then,
Right.
thanks for listening, everybody. This has been the Real Tree Shaker Show.
Peace.
Peace.